Welcome to Glendale, Arizona, Week 10 in the NFL. This should be a fun one in the Valley. The Buffalo Bills and Arizona Cardinals. Sean McDermott's team trying to win the division for the first time since 1995. 2 games ahead of Miami right now. And Cliff Kingsbury and the Cardinals, been a nice surprise in the NFC, currently 1 game behind Seattle in the West. And here in the broadcast booth, Ian Eagle along with Charles Davis. Evan Washburn will join us from downstairs. Potential shootout today here in the desert. Charles, 2 of the most exciting quarterbacks in the NFL, dual threats, and both have gotten themselves into the MVP conversation.
And it's legit conversation. Yes. This isn't just us hyping it. This is Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, and Josh Allen, last week's AFC Offensive Player of the Week, a monster game, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing, and led him to a big win over Seattle. And when he wants to throw it deep, he has the leading receiver in the NFL, in Stephon Diggs. For Kyler Murray, equally as exciting, a different way of getting it done. But when he wants to push the ball downfield, he throws it to 3-time first-team All-Pro DeAndre Hopkins. Fireworks indeed headed our way.
Countdown to kickoff continues. The NFL on CBS. We've got the marquee matchup. Allen, Murray, and the rest of the gang. Next.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Bills and Cardinals today from Glendale. Just an absolutely beautiful day. The roof is open, 79 degrees, high of 81. Before we kick it off, let's check in with Evan Washburn.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Best Buy. Shop Black Friday ad deals all November. Progressive. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. And by Sonic. This is how we Sonic.
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back. It's game 4 of the 2021 MF Alumni FFL Draft Pick Choice Tournament, and evidently I cannot stop picking intros that involve the Bills. Today, we got a banger of a game here. We got Wego's Arizona Cardinals, the 6th seed, against Rob's Cleveland Browns, the 11th seed, which, of course, the only way to get the 11th seed in this tournament is to lose in the finals of the Fantasy Championship. Just to rub that in, Rob. You know I love you, buddy. Other times, 3 other games we've had, they've all ended with the winner getting 31 points. We'll see if that trend continues. Sprite's Saints beat Adams Rams. Sprite moving on to face Gibby. Andy's Buccaneers beat Preston's Ravens. Andy's moving on to face Con Air. And Crayon's Dolphins beat Joe's Bills. That's probably why I played the Bills last time, at least. Crayon's moving on to face Colin in the quarters. So, yeah, we go Rob tonight. Winner gets to take on Jacob in the quarters. Loser drops down to the Niners bracket. Yeah, and I think last point on that intro is I think that was the game with the Hail Murray, the old Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins finale. So, yeah, you have to imagine that Wego's hoping Matt Ryan will do some of the same for him today. Without further ado, let's take a look at the rosters. Tonight we've got an 83 versus 77 overall matchup as far as Madden overall is concerned. As we know, I should probably just stop talking about that because in general, overall measurements are trash. On Rob's side, he's got the cover athlete of the Madden that we are using for this tournament, Lamar Jackson at quarterback. I'm not sure that we'll ever see as overpowered of a Lamar Jackson in a Madden title again. At running back, we got Joe Mixon, who will be doing bell cow duties. Behind him, there's Raheem Mostert, Jonathan Taylor, is that Miles Sanders probably, Wayne Gallman, and Jeff Wilson Jr. At wide receiver, we are going to see a trio of Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas, the slant boy himself, and A.J. Green taking care of wide receiving duties. Thomas will be manning the slot, so every slant route from the slot will be absolutely perfect. Behind them at wide receiver, he's also got T. Higgins, Russell Gage, is that Marvin Hall probably, and Chad Hansen. Man, you had some deep guys at the end of the season. At tight end, TJ Hawkinson manning the main tight end duties with a couple of filler guys behind him. Our favorite kicker, Yonghui Koo. And then, of course, the Browns defense. The home team on Wego's side, we've got Matt Ryan doing quarterbacking, so not a mobile guy. As we've seen so far, the mobile guys seem to have an advantage so far. So we'll see how a statue does with Matt Ryan under center. And in the off chance and unfortunate possibility that he could get hurt, Jared Goff would take over. At running back, we have Clyde Edwards-Helaire doing the main running back duties as well as the power down duties. And the passing down duties are going to fall to Naheem Hines. Otherwise, behind that, we've got two absolute studs in the making that Madden just showed no love to in Antonio Gibson and DeAndre Swift. Okay, at wide receiver, our trio today is going to be Calvin Ridley, Robbie Anderson, and Robert Woods, Bobby Trees, if you will. So Bobby Trees will be in the slot there. So Ridley and Anderson on the outside. Behind them, in case anyone gets hurt or tired or what have you, we've got Sterling Shepard, Golden Tate, and Christian Kirk. At tight end, we've got Tyler Higbee and Jimmy Graham. At kicker, we've got Jason Myers, and of course, the Cardinals defense. Yeah, that's it. Let's do it. Start the game. So yet again, quick presentation, 12-minute quarters for this tournament, and 15-second accelerated play clock. That only ever seems to come into play when one team is burning clock near the end, and then they call a play that involves someone going into motion, and they end up getting a delay of game.
We find ourselves
But,
at the home of the world's
yeah.
first retractable natural
Here we are.
grass field
We're into the
as
game.
you get
Let
a
me
look
unmute myself in
inside
Discord and see if
State
anyone's
Farm
joined me.
Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert.
Hey there,
but
Rob.
Somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago.
Wow.
They were in a frenzy as their team
How's it
emerged
going?
from the tunnel. And the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
It's good. I haven't seen you in at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a
Fucking
while.
AJ Green? AJ Green?
Yeah, you have AJ Green. Can you believe it?
Oh, I have AJ Green and Marvin Hall.
You probably picked
No,
up
I
at
have-
the end of the season just because he had a Madden rating.
Well, I know I have Chad Hansen, who was low-key like startable late in the season.
Yeah.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
So his name is Timothy Chad Hansen.
Is it
He
really?
willingly goes by Chad.
I mean, if you were him, wouldn't you as well?
Second down. Ryan. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
'Cause then he'd
I
be
wish I
Tim
had
Hansen.
Chads.
He'd be Tim Hansen, and he'd get Tim Henson references all his life.
The pickup, first down.
this has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the play.
It's like there's a guy, a YouTuber named Tim Hansen.
Completion there.
55,000 Twitter followers and his own G Fuel code.
Oh, well, there you go. He's made it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just
Looks like
no
the Cardinals are
comeback
taking a
lane
page
for
out
them
of
whatsoever.
the
Second and
Rams
10.
playbook there by doing a jet sweep
Nice
to
play design there with the
Robert
touchbacks.
Woods.
Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice
Actually, just a
job
very
scouting,
skinny running
didn't they?
back.
Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all
Fine,
week in
they can throw
practice.
Tutu out while out there.
Then they drilled him.
All 157 pounds of him.
Hey, that's only when he's dripping wet.
11 yards there, first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love
Yeah,
the
they,
execution up front.
Someone told him that Robert Woods was too skinny, and they must have been like, I'll show you skinny.
Oh, let me show you skinny.
Have him up near
What's this,
midfield
second
now,
rounder on the
first and
smallest
10.
wide receiver ever? Yes.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan.
Anyway, quick note about the degenerate gambling lines that were set for this game. Rob's Browns are favored by 7.5 points, and the over-under is at 51.5. I think the only action that was taken was Jacob taking Rob with the spread.
After the
I
incomplete
don't need to be
pass, here
banned
now
for
is
life for
second
betting on
and
my own
10.
team.
You can do whatever you want,
Here's
man.
Edwards-Helaire. And that play going absolutely
See,
nowhere.
look, Evander Kane is getting. There we go. Evander Kane's getting questioned. His wife, who's pissed off at him for not coming home after road trips, is talking about how he gambles on his own games.
Who is this?
An NHL player.
Oh, well, that's not a good look.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Ooh,
And that will be
nearly a big play there. Sideline and dropping the ball. Bailed you out on that one.
Is this the next gen, or this is the PS5 version?
Oh yeah, this is next gen. We got a few more animations now.
Matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This Madden 22's got to be out soon, right?
Yeah, I think it comes out the 22nd. It'll be out before I finish this time. Anyway, a decent drive to start the game out of Wego's team. Doesn't quite reach midfield though, and a punt. So now we'll see what the Browns got.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This model that they have for Kevin Stefanski looks nothing like him.
Yeah, that's not Kevin Stefanski at all.
It's like not even close.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sit, boy.
Jordan Phillips just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays,
I remember the meta in
where did it break down?
There was like a Lamar card. This is when the second Lamar card came out, everyone was running Lamar, but then he got surpassed. But then you could still put Lamar in, and then people like forgot how to defend the read option.
They're going deep for Hill.
Ooh. Oh my, that's a play. That's a sportsman maneuver.
Oh no.
I was like, damn, Lamar's taking a deep shot.
I'm telling you, that's an arm punt.
Yeah, Lamar didn't quite put that in stride for Tyreek.
Nah.
And then, of course, why are you throwing a jump ball to Tyreek?
There we go.
Not that he's not springy, but, you know, he's not tall.
Time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be
negative 6-yard pass. Oh no, they got sacked on first down. That was actually a gain of 3. Never mind.
Here's Ryan. They'll try and set
big
up the
screenplay on 30-16.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6.
Can the CPU kicker make a 49-yard field goal?
I think that should be attainable, especially for
that's like
a stock move. Yeah, I feel like it's when you get to the when you get to like a few years down in franchise and you got regen kickers, like they all suck. But any of the good NFL kickers should get like this. Yeah, it's up and it's good. 3-0. Wego putting points on the board first.
But very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel
it's a bummer.
unsettling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense.
During this commercial break, use G Fuel Energy code Hanson to get Tim Hanson's G Fuel Energy discount.
They did, holding them to a field goal.
Or more realistically, just wait for the buy one get one free sale. Always a better deal than any streamer's discount code. You can't do both. You can't use a discount code with the buy one get one sale. G Fuel, would you like to sponsor our tournament where we blatantly use DMCA music?
Now he's on to kick it away.
Silence is the exact response I expected out of that question.
For the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the
Brown down.
On the other side, because when you throw a pick,
What I get for putting my faith, in the Browns.
they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one.
In the practice game I did to help me set the lines, your team went the fuck off, so...
That always seems to happen.
So yeah, and then in the real game they choke. That seems to be how it always goes.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Run. No, run.
For his second sack of the afternoon.
This Phillips guy seems pretty good.
Have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
He got knocked down, and then he got up again.
Yeah. Don't see the get back up again, the Chumba Wumba very often.
But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Uh-oh, another arm punt?
Oh boy.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick
It's the same play.
But it's now fourth down.
Literally the same play and the same amount of underthrowing.
But he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this
shit,
kid
dude,
throw
rise
it.
up, Red
He can
Sea.
throw it out of the stadium.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate.
Ooh, we got a
Flag.
flag.
About the kicker?
Illegal block in the back.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense
Where?
backwards.
One of the gunners or something, probably?
It was against the Cardinals.
It's Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
He's going to lose yards. They take him
So,
down
yeah,
at
obviously
the
I didn't see it,
26.
but
He'll lose a yard
sometimes you
there,
do
and
see
it's
it when you
second
just
and
get so
11.
mad.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their
doing?
backfield in the first half.
Fucking
Had a
spaghetti
sack
code.
earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. They got a man
Oh, here
over
we
the
go. We
middle,
got a
it's
play.
Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're
I think
there
this is
at
now
the
the...
catch and we get
Oh,
guys
never
on the
mind.
ground,
After that
we can
interception.
live
I was
with
going to say,
that.
this is the furthest
If
any
you're
drive
gonna
has
give up
gotten
10,
so
12,
far.
15 yards after the catch,
He's
then
got
your
3
defense
points.
is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot about the interception play.
Naeem Hines,
That got
his
him
first
already
carry.
further than this,
And
just
not
from the
able to
interception.
break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss.
Off
Second and
running
12.
Naeem Hines up the middle.
Always helps when you get great run support from your
Remember when
safeties, and when you
Marlon
get
Mack
one
got
who can
hurt,
actually
and then
read the
Naeem
play,
Hines had
get
like 2
upfield,
60-yard
and shut it
touchdowns,
down
and
before
then
it gets going? It's exactly what you're
he's
looking
Jonathan
for.
Taylor for 4 weeks, and then they're like, wait a minute, let's keep using Naeem
On
Hines.
second and 12.
Yeah, the Colts were
Ryan,
frustrating.
And it's incomplete.
You know what it is? I switched up the jersey numbers on some of these players last night after I did the practice game. So maybe
Yeah,
that's-
the economics, the home economics is all off.
Yeah, the home economics is all
something
off.
here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's caught on the
that didn't look in
sideline, but
bounds.
he's not going to have a first
Yes, sir, it
down.
was
They
not.
say he was out of bounds. So a
Yeah,
big
gotta
call
hold,
brings up fourth.
I don't even remember the buttons.
Their ability to move the chains, pick up
We're on
first down.
PlayStation over here, so it wouldn't even translate.
3 on third down. If
It's
that
a
continues,
pizza.
they'll have little chance
Maybe
of
I think
winning
that's
this one.
Pizza Box.
Pizza box. Oh, okay, square. Yeah.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than
Oh
that.
man,
This
shout out to
ball
the
kicks
special
out of
teams.
bounds at the 40.
Absolute banger of a punt there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that run there,
Let's get a good Big Ten West drive. 14 plays, 96 yards.
All runs.
Yeah, 14 runs. 13 runs, 1 pass to the tight end.
Options on second down.
Big time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
DJ Hawkinson went to Iowa. He understands.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, Mixon just like pulled his magnet on that play. Something was weird about that. He, like snapped to the other tackler.
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from inside
The animations
the 20,
do
he's
seem
first and 10
interesting.
at the 18.
It's their first try on this generation of console, so I'm sure they're gonna iron some stuff out as they go. Not again, Lamar.
Well, I swear to
Is
God.
incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he
0
couldn't
for
reach
3
it.
with 1 INT, and they've all done the same throw.
This is what happened last year. It's the same thing.
unfortunately for him.
This is like the opposite. This is the opposite problem that any other slow sim has, where like usually you get so mad because your quarterback never takes deep shots.
Now Joe Mixon. And the nifty
And then you end up just doing West Coast bullshit that just burns the clock forever, and then you run 10 plays and then just punt.
Two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Jackson.
Here we go. This is what I was expecting.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't.
Generous spot.
They would have wanted him to slide and protect himself, but he chose team gain over personal protection.
I think it was consistent with usually how they call first downs.
Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Oh, great slide.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35.
You know, you have to look up escape artist. And
3-0 after 1 on EA
He's got
Sports.
throws, whatever that does. I'm not even sure what that does.
oh yeah, shit.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Like less fumbles outside the pocket or something.
Oh, that's actually pretty useful.
Action. Now Jackson.
Oh no, Lamar, what are you doing? Oh, there it is.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
It finally worked.
1 for 4 for 58 yards.
But how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked
Beautiful.
up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
It only takes one play, man.
Operating from the gun. Jackson to the
That's
end
what you just
zone,
keep
but it's
checking.
incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Important third down here. 3rd and goal on the 4-yard line.
Almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
I'm calling pass
anywhere to
play,
put his
and
foot
then
in the
Lamar
ground
just
and
running
cut
it up the
back.
middle for a
It just
touchdown.
never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and
Seeing this
goal.
defense, I no longer want to call that.
From the gun, Jackson.
Four.
And that's going to be
With
caught
the
for
ball.
the
Lamar
Browns.
running
Touchdown.
around.
Tyreek Hill
Goes across his body.
there to make the grab. And the
You know,
Browns
exactly what
have
Lamar's
taken
known
the
for.
lead.
High technical
And
cross-body
in the red
throws.
zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Pretty open.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use
Yeah,
him.
it's all
Because he's
drive.
a guy who's going to win just about every
Weird drive,
time.
but
I don't
successful
care what
drive.
the coverage is.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7, Cardinals 3.
What's up, guys? Get in there. Come on, guys.
Yeah, so I was like just kind of mapping out like the calendar, and like if I had to do 20 days of games, and I just kind of like roughly was drawing, I took a screenshot of my calendar and then just started drawing over the days that I thought I could do a game.
That'll be taken.
And I
about a
realized if
yard deep.
as long as I didn't make any mistakes, I still have like a week of buffer, but I'll basically be done with this by like
Cost him about 5 yards as
the
he's
last week
tackled
of
at the
August,
20.
like the middle of that week.
If that makes sense.
And it's like, oh, okay, I guess I need to fit in games even when the night is not wide open.
And he'll go down at the 26.
Otherwise, this is not going to
following a
finish on
gain of
time.
6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down and 4, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete.
Now that was
He's
a fun
maybe lucky
animation.
it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw.
Boing.
Good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Oh, he's done it.
They get 5.
I got up to go open the window. First down pass.
That would be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield.
All right, another 3rd down here. What say you, Matt Ryan?
Holding him to a short gain.
Okay.
Well, they have the Kyler Murray playbook. Such a bunch of pistol and stuff, and like Matt Ryan out there.
Yeah, not a great playbook fit with the quarterback.
The Lamar and the Browns offense also not great.
Not great, but not terrible. I feel like if a mobile quarterback can really fit into any playbook, because if everything breaks down, they'll just run.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, like having the spread offense, like pistol thing with Matt Ryan is a little awkward.
1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards.
Chad Hansen.
Now let's check on the call. That's going to go
50 yards 3 weeks in a row there.
Set him back for 2nd down. After the
Counts for 80% of his career yards.
Up to about his 14. Only a yard
Sounds
on the
about
pick
right.
up there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big
Oh,
way.
fuck yeah.
I think
AJ.
has to be a priority because you
I
can't
also
move
think you
up to
picked
the
him up
next
just for
level
the
if you don't
Madden
take care of him
tournament.
first.
2nd and
Maybe.
16.
Because the old guys that are getting washed still always have high Madden ratings.
Yeah.
And going deep for Hill. And
Oh, that's a
gonna
blatant
wind up
DPI right there.
incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
Going in the Joe Flacco offense.
And they
Oh,
do
God.
finally get him.
It's about to happen.
Mixon all the way to the 6.
The defense didn't realize they could tackle Joe Mixon.
There for the Browns. 43 yards on the ground.
Seems good.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence
still
now.
not
Instead of
Kevin
coming right
Stefanski.
back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun to give to Mixon.
Ooh, Mixon doing the head bob.
Quickly here. He can fight only to about
We might
the
get to see a
4.
backup running back
A
here.
gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're
Cliff
doing
Kingsbury's
it,
model looks somehow more tired.
Ran it twice, but I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to
It's
the
Mostert
run
on the field.
and think about it being 4 down.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Turns out you only need one of your wide receivers, though.
Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the
That was
Browns are
tight.
going to tack on to their advantage.
All right, I'm going to assume Yang Hui nails this one, and then we get a nice long huddle. I'll be right back.
Here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Why can't we score? Come on, dude.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
I've been gone too long. You're already by the 40 or the 50.
They threw like a 15-yard pass.
Oh, it was all in one play. Gotcha.
Throwing now, Ryan.
How high do we think they can go in redraft?
And nearly picked off.
How high?
Surprising to see a defender his
In
caliber
redraft,
let
like
him
pure
get
redraft,
away,
not in a
but
keeper
it does get away to
situation.
2nd down.
Probably early
A lot of
second.
times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He
Depending
locked in
on
his
the
target,
league, he could
but
sneak
he
in
was
the
covered
first.
quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and
His
10 after the incompletion.
His
on 1st
ADP is
down.
23.
So that's mid-second, yeah.
To throw again, Ryan
Late second.
gets this into the hands of the tight end.
Oh, and a
Higby.
12 team, yeah. Sorry.
And they'll get
Math
this
is hard,
just to
dude.
the 47, 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard leaves them
Throwing
with
his wide
3rd and
receiver
9
7.
looming.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play. but
Dante's
it's nice
still
to have
wide
a
receiver
safety
1.
valve
Okay.
that's built
That's,
like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
he's 4th in
Get on him when
ECR
your other
though,
targets
so
aren't open.
This draft I'm in right now, he went at 201.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15.
Big catch by
And
big
he's
play
gonna
threat
have the
Robbie
Cardinals
Anderson.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a
Steam
big play on
boys.
3rd down for the Cardinals. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And this one incomplete.
You gotta hang on to that ball.
To hold on to that one, and it's third
I
down.
love to see it.
And the
I
red
love
zone
to see it.
precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield,
Madden AI, this feels like a field goal. I don't know, what do you think? 4th and 8 on the 11? It feels like field goal to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're down 14-3, so you should go for it, but yeah, they're going to kick.
Yeah, it's Madden AI, that's not how this works.
Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
All right, 1-score game,
And to me,
I
that
guess.
bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Y'all don't screw it up.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that.
Stefanski model keeps fucking getting
so
me.
many different ways, but right now, you gotta like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Jordan Hicks brought it down.
That one's probably going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Jackson now. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now.
I think he forgot to catch the football.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get
It is
them
an
back
integral
on track.
step.
They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
I will say the fun part about, having this Madden tournament every year with a keeper league is that, like, now seeing Michael Thomas not on my Madden team is really weird.
A little juke.
Between Michael Thomas.
And the Cards will take over first.
I mean,
Maybe he's not worth more than Pat Freiermuth.
I mean,
Now Ryan on first down.
I think he is in Dynasty, but you gotta expect that you're not gonna get the first 4 weeks out of him this year. But in Dynasty, like, why should that change the value that much,
When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
In redraft, yeah, he's in free fall right now.
10 now from the 35. To throw again, Ryan. Right side complete. That's Woods. They do get a yard there, but only a yard.
Tactical 1-yard gain and out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let
Not even your
guy
team.
go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Idiots.
To throw is Ryan. And that is incomplete.
That was cool. That was actually a new animation I haven't seen yet.
Surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his
Instant
attention
pressure on the
elsewhere
quarterback
to
to
no
a
avail.
overt intentional grounding that doesn't get called.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth
All
time
right,
today.
stiff tap.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target.
What is it
A.J.
with these
Green
jump
that time.
balls?
And that'll bring up second down. And the timing a bit off that
Put it in the
time as
big
Allen
box,
falls
man.
to the
Is that a
ground.
thing Lamar does in real life? Have I never noticed this?
So after the incompletion on first, now
If that's what he does, why did they draft Hollywood Brown?
Throwing again.
That's a good
Jackson.
question.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. 27 yards there, a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. This one
So now
grabbed
just
by
run the
A.J.
ball and go into
Green.
half.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it
Get him.
inside the 40.
Why would you do
And
that
the
if you
gain here
could
to the
pass to
previous
A.J.
play, and it's
Green?
better than 40 yards total.
Definitely not
Certainly has
washed
to
up
feel
AJ
good. It's
Green.
not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
I mean, this drive has
End
touchdown
result there.
potential.
Nice first down. Drive
It's true.
keeps moving.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Even more so now.
The Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Sorry, I did.
Don't be scared. You smell that chicken's draw.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Just wanted to run to half, he said.
From 7-10,
Just run it into the end zone.
and the Browns add on to their lead.
Yeah.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
What do you think they say in these long kickoff huddles?
You guys gonna get the ball?
Did you guys see me? I already scored. Yeah, we should probably kick this thing. And then the coach said I should just run the ball and we should go to half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
See some big boy
See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand
Myles Garrett's getting in his head.
Out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. Found his target, it's Anderson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away.
I honestly feel like the plays that end up out of bounds, like when the team is up against the clock, are just pure accidents. Like, I don't feel like the AI intended to go out of bounds. It was just that it was thrown to him that close to the sideline that Robert Woods couldn't turn fast enough.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Pretty good use of the however many seconds you left them on the clock. I think they're going to get 3 points out of this.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Myers able to knock it through. So a big play
there
before
it is.
The end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
All right, fast forward through halftime.
Upon halftime, and what's a 12-point game at the break. As now we send you out to
21-9, Browns receiving to start, second half.
EA Sports halftime report.
Cardinals should probably get a stop here, or else the game's going to be quickly out of control.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first
Oh shit, Lamar's in the zone.
And what I'm thinking is that
Big
the
throws.
offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
Ooh, a rare Russell Gage sighting.
For some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments
Number
that might
83.
be made defensively.
Now we just need Timothy Chad Hansen.
5-yard completion on first down.
Or die.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
Even in the league still.
And he's able to get out to the 32.
Yeah, I
Brought
think
down
the
there.
Lions
That
signed
one a
him.
first down pickup of 8.
I don't know that he's anywhere near locked to make the 53. In fact, I think he's not expected to, but he is currently employed.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, I can't figure out if he's...
On second down, here's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more.
Big boy run by Joe Mixon.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Joe Mixon, 63 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I'm going to need a little more out of Wego's team, or else I'm about to wipe the slate clean with Jacob.
Anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And this one through
He's
the
basically
uprights
double or
and
nothing to
good.
me twice now.
28, Cardinals 9.
For Chad. It's projected 53-man roster. Lions, what a pride of Detroit. That seems like a good website.
That's their SB Nation site, right?
Yeah. All right, man, Campbell. What are you gonna bring out?
It was funny. I was just reading a quote from Dan Campbell about wanting his team to be on the cusp of getting into a fight at training camp. And then that report about the Giants came out where they actually got into a fight.
Training camp fights happen all the time.
Dan Campbell wants to be Joe Judge.
Hey, that's true. He wishes he were Joe Judge. Projected wide receivers. Oh my God. Might be worse. Wow. Just New Orleans. And Patriots.
Oh, Matt Ryan, you got to make that throw, buddy.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open.
Yes, it's Tyrell and Fashad Perriman, Amon Rossi and Brown. Montez Cephas, Khalif Raymond, Drew Bolden. And maybe Chad Hansen and our guy, Illinois' finest, Geronimo Allison.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's still on that team. He signed with them last offseason to a 1-year deal and then opted out due to COVID. So that 1-year deal now happens this year.
These guys have punted 4 times already and they're
TJ Hawkinson. Ooh, backed up by Darren Fells. There we go.
I'm glad to hear that guy's still in the league. Ooh, big ball. Okay, Robbie. I see you. And then some weird-ass animations.
It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals.
Ooh, Tim Boyle versus David Blah.
So a big play as it gets him all
Backup QB competition.
They signed Tim Boyle and Jamal Williams.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Curious.
Set up the screen to Hines.
$2.5 million a year for Tim Boyle.
Hey man, backup QB is the best job in the NFL.
I know, but like Tim Boyle sucks.
I mean, he's better
$2.5
than
million to a guy who's literally never thrown a pass.
he's better than a first-round pick.
And he threw 4 passes in 2019. Sorry.
Better than Jordan Love.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question.
Oh, in a 37-0 in the game, the Niners blew them out really bad.
Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry.
Did someone get injured and I didn't notice, or is Sterling Shepard just making a play every time he's on the field?
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
He's good.
Oh, CEH doing what he couldn't do in real life. Goal line touchdown.
Taking it in. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the
Remember when he was in
previously.
RB1 and they signed Le'Veon Bell in the middle of the season for no reason?
In enemy territory, as you said, they just haven't been able to punch it in until that point.
I hate to break this to you, but I don't think Le'Veon Bell is really what ruined him.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
I think that's true.
You just don't want to admit it? That's fair. I was telling you all offseason, man. Jonathan Taylor was the best running back in that class.
It's fine. Cam Akers was the best running back in that class.
No longer. He's dead. His ACL's gone. Or, sorry, his Achilles is gone, and he's never going to be the same again.
Yeah, no.
Truly sad. I was actually considering keeping Akers in this league because I think I had him in the third last year. But that's no longer happening.
No longer happening.
Now we're back to James Robinson.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive.
In the first 6 games of the year, Clyde had averaged 113 yards from scrimmage per game.
First and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon.
Seems pretty good.
There as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
And they send Le'Veon Bell.
On the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about when
Le'Veon's still not employed, right?
Many times you just
Correct. He is a free agent.
get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
He could end up on the Rams, maybe. Wow.
It also brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know. They're insisting they want to go with who they got, but you have to imagine they'll consider signing someone at some point.
Dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, here we go, the Lamar special.
It's happening.
It's always a jump ball to Tyreek.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down.
Tyreek has to just stop and wait every time.
And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact.
It was like that camp report about Jordan Love the other day, where it was like, the bad severely underthrew Juwan Winfrey. The good underthrew him so much that he drew a defensive pass interference call.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
There we go, Bobby Trees. That's the jet sweep we like to see.
2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to go down.
Oh, man, Matt Ryan on a designed run play.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
Couldn't even say it, I was laughing
like
too much.
Vintage, old school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. They got a man, it's Woods. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Did enjoy it. I did enjoy going to read option with what quarterback was I using?
Let's keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes open, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice.
I want to read option with Rich Gannon. That was fun.
Beautiful.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down.
That's some star player shit.
33-yard line. In for the sack,
Myles Garrett engaged in a block and just pulls Matt Ryan down with his other arm.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack, Ryan. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Naheem Hines jumping out the building on that one.
This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
First down. No, it's not.
Miss in the open field
Well,
can really generate big plays.
certainly not first down.
To throw on third down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll get this to the 23.
Matt Ryan has 38 attempts already.
Of what he needed. They do get 7 out of
Good
that,
open
but
field
not enough to
tackle.
prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our
Thrown
team.
like 15 passes and 90
They
behind.
just decided to protect the sticks. So
Yeah,
every
roughly,
time I
give
hear
or
fans
take.
telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore,
Ooh,
plays
we'll
like
go
that,
down 12.
The give up field goal.
you have to tackle
Oh,
well.
this is a sad field goal.
That's a sad field
It can be a
goal.
thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
If you want to be cool and follow the trend of the winning teams, just kick a field goal here and then don't score anymore.
That's what they're looking for here.
These games are 1st to 31. I don't think I told anyone that.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot.
Big pass break up there.
Couldn't
Pat
hang on
Pete.
third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick.
Buda Baker, you got to make that catch.
They loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield.
The dude who is famous for getting an interception and then getting run down by DK Metcalf.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
A large tackle.
Spins away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Ryan. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so
Biggest
many
play
times
Tyler
in
Higbee is
practice.
going to make
It's
all year
really a
right there.
timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice
Oh shit,
completion
oh shit.
there.
Why'd you get back in, Calvin?
Way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass
If
game.
he just takes that to the sideline, he's got a chance of breaking that all the way. And if not, just getting a ton of yards.
Territory now, down at the 33. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, Ryan's favorite move.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
What are the chances of another very sad field goal?
We get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, starting to look pretty good.
At a 3rd and 10. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We're fine. We're fine.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And a productive gain
I mean, right now, the only active bet is you with the 7.5 point advantage, so I'm actually kind of rooting for a sad field goal.
Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters.
Perfectly fine with you winning. I just want you to do it by like 6.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Did that say Mixon has 177 yards rushing?
Grind out some yardage, work on that clock.
Okay, yep, that's Browns. That's Browns football right there.
Lead things out at this point, right? Continue to possess
Evan
the football,
Stefanski.
gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense.
Pretty sure Lamar's completed 2
What are
passes.
they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this one up
Honestly, might not be too wrong.
Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Keeping it alive. Russell Gage Jr.
And it'll wind up a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag.
Not what you wanted to do there,
well,
Mr.
and that would appear
Defensive
to be
guy.
a face mask. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Gets this to a standout receiver.
Ah, yes, a perfectly logical pass that you would definitely see in the NFL.
He's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself.
Scramble right.
You just can't sell out to stop
Chuck it all the way to the left.
Time that this offense can move the football through
I
the
think
air.
travels like 50 yards in the air for that, too.
And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Then running starts.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Once again, they run with Mixon, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Browns on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9.
I thought that was supposed to be a weird animation where he didn't actually get tackled and just got up and kept going.
It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They
Time is
understand
tickets.
the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Rolling to his left. He can, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Lamar Jackson.
With that, time to sign off.
All right, dude. Thanks for joining us.
This
Have a
defense
good
has so many
sleep.
things to worry about in the red
Go win
zone
it,
area,
guys.
but you'd have to almost think that Lamar
Ooh, going for
Jackson
2.
running the
Insult to
football,
injury.
that might be number 1.
Oh, what? Oh, hell yeah. F15, absolutely. They use the analytics, guys.
Let's go. Wow, good job. 17 points is 3 possessions. 15 is only 2. 16
Yeah, I
is
don't
only
think
2.
that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends
Absolutely
up
the
in the
right
end zone.
play.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on it.
Yeah, Madden's getting less dumb. Later, dude.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes
Small
it's
step
just
in the
a
comeback
matter of the
direction,
defense made a
but
great play,
this
so you
game's going to
continue
be pretty
come
tough,
back.
especially if
But
they're
it's
still
on
playing
you.
small
If the
ball.
offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
At least each play is like a completion for a first down.
Correct me if I'm
That's
wrong. Yeah,
a
you're
good
down
way
2
to go
scores. I
about
don't
this.
think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Ryan on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Again, Ryan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw again is Ryan. And able to find him.
Big first down. Big tackle to the out of bounds.
But not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to
Not the play you want there, Matt Ryan.
Field at the 49. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan airing it out deep for
All right, big box, baby. Oh, did he get in? He touched it down. That was sick. Yo, attaboy, Robert Woods.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards.
Oh, no. Wait, Arizona's challenging? That can't be right. What was overturned?
While making sure that he
All right.
possesses the
I don't know what that
football
was all
all the
about.
way through the catch.
All's well, though.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Heck of a play there by Olivier
Run play is
Vernon
probably
to get
suboptimal when
upfield
you're
and
down
bring
2
it down
scores at
behind
this
the
point in the
line.
game, though.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is
Oh, that was lucky. That pocket was almost done. Robert Woods getting open in the end zone, doing a Fortnite dance.
But it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed.
Oh man, this is a 9-point difference. This is all in with that spread right now. No, don't kick it. Go for 2. Come on.
That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1-to-5 play drive, you actually build up
boy.
momentum and even more hope when they had to slog their way
So
down.
knowing how
They got the
impossible
touchdown,
onside
it's
kicks
almost
are in
like,
this game, it's probably actually recommended to kick it off and try to stop them from running deeper in the territory. But I don't think Madden AI is going to choose that. I think they're going to go for an onside kick here. Ooh, they actually are going to kick it off. All right, so they're planning to try to stop him 3 in a row and use all 3 timeouts here.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And for one
That's two. Devondre Campbell all over Joe Mixon on that one.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wonder if the Browns do some sort of cheeky. They probably won't do a QB run, but maybe like a cheeky pass play here, or an RPO. Probably just going to be a regular run play. Ooh, pass play, pass play. He's gonna be. That's gonna be a first down, isn't it? Gotta see what that spot is. 4th and 1. Holy crap, they've done it. Oh, this is spicy.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown.
Okay, that was the most ridiculous thing I've seen in this game yet. That looked like there was a string attached to the ball and it like flipped back around.
Take him down and the clock will roll. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the
Amazing.
line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there.
He hits him in stride there. That could be a game-changing play.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That's a brutal miss on that pass.
Back to throw.
Wow. Pull a flag.
There is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. One score down.
All right, 4th and 16.
They're going to go for
last chance here for the Cardinals to keep this drive alive.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And
not with a bang, but with a whimper. All right, V formation for the Browns. Congrats to Rob.
The Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. A lot of scoring.
Well, that one almost got spicy.
This one, Charles, points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
Ended up closer than, well, I guess not technically closer than I thought, since I put the line at 7.5, but 8-point differential between the team. Cardinals had some chances to actually make that a tight one at the end, but a little too late, it seems. And that means Rob's Browns will be advancing to the quarterfinals, and Wego's Cardinals will be dropping down to the Niners bracket. Once this all wraps up, I'll do a quick churn through the stats, and then we'll take a look at the bracket, and then I'll get you out of here because it is late. I'm probably going to be back tomorrow doing this again.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of
348 passing yards by the Cardinals.
Sports.
Goodness.
With that, we say so long.
I think it's a
and
291
sign off
rushing yards for
from
the Browns,
desert.
though. All right, quick scroll through here. 205 rushing yards for Joe Mixon. 2 rushing touchdowns for Lamar. 123 yards for Robert Woods and 109 yards for Robbie Anderson on 4 receptions, no less. Touchdown for Woods, 2 touchdowns for Tyreek out of 3 receptions. Anything exciting here? Myles Garrett with 2 sacks, and this Jordan Phillips character. A couple of interceptions here. Ronnie Harrison Jr. and Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson with 3 pass breakups. Budda Baker with 2. No fumbles forced. No defensive touchdowns. Cool. Last order of business. Is it F4? I think so. All right. Here's the bracket now as it stands. Rob will be moving on to the quarterfinals to take on Jacob in the next round, whereas Wego will lose out here and face Joe next in the Ninals. Here's the Ninals bracket. This bracket is set, but we won't see this bracket again for another 4 games or so. Preston and Adam, and Wego versus Joe in the other side of it. So with that, that's all I've got for y'all tonight. I'm going to try to be back at this tomorrow, where we'll see Gibby's debut in this tournament with the quarterfinals matchup between Gibby's Colts and Sprite's Saints. All right, cheers, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time.